And coming to you live from Frankfurt, Germany, on the main river in Germany, not the secondary river, not the tertiary river, the main river in Germany. I am your host, or temporary host, Steelmold, steel like the metal, mold like the thing you put the metal in so that it retains its shape when it cools down. I am joined here today by el fan numero uno de Kerrigan Survival 2 in Australia, Team Captain, Light, VIP.
I have many questions. One, I love the rolling R's. I love them. Why are we coming in from Germany? What's...
Because Yaku always picks somewhere in Southeast Asia, right?
Yeah.
That's his neighborhood. So I was like,
true.
let's pick up something, a little more, European.
Oh, yeah.
Stuff like that.
It's good. It's good. I like it. Yeah.
It's my thing. I think I did pretty well.
Yes, exactly. For those wondering, Steelmold is the Yaku replacement for now. We'll see.
Sorry, that's what Yaku always looks like in my brain when he talks.
It's true. It's very true. In real life as well, not just your brain. But yes, we are here in Grand Platypus Open. I'm well aware that GSL is on at the moment, so shout out to everyone who's tuning in for this event. And mate, we're about to pop up.
Yeah, if you want to support the smaller tournaments, go ahead. Watch GSL. They do need some help. In the esports scene, and we're not afraid of some healthy competition.
Yeah.
At all. Oh, my stream is actually playing. Oh, mute.
Oh.
It was frightening. I was about to hear myself, and it's all right. Anyway. We should get this started because Oreo is planning something.
We should. Okay, well, I guess I'll start because spawning in the top right-hand corner of Oxide LE, we have the Kong from Hong Kong himself. He is the pink Protoss player. It is Bistork.
And the southwest corner of the map, sending Link Team 6 out, are Blue Zerg, all the way from the lands of Australia. Representing a very own clan, the Cranky Ducklings. Give it up for Oreo. The number 2 cookie.
The number 2 cookie?
Milk and Cookies was here first.
True.
Yeah, no, True is not in our clan yet.
Not yet. He's still in the military.
Not yet. Is he? I thought he was out or something. Or he was starting to stream or something.
Not yet.
Someone told me he was streaming or something.
You could be thinking of Hero. That's the other one. But yeah, True. I think he finishes in November. I think so. It's coming up. It's coming up.
Yeah. Then we'll get the True jokes will be back in fashion. Yes.
They never left me. What are you on about?
Yeah. No, well, actually, I'll have to change it because he'll no longer be in the military. I'll have to actually figure out what he's actually doing.
You have to actually think.
An answer. I had to do research. I had 2 good years.
Oh, God.
All right. So Oreo wasn't as aggressive as I initially thought it was. Just cancels the adept before it can do a lot of damage, which is nice. This is a good use of the Link Team 6 here. Bistork going with a Stargate, starting with 1 Void Ray. Let's see if it is followed by another.
Oh boy, for Oreo's sake, I hope not. So I mean, you were correct in assuming that there was going to be some aggression. Oreo did open up with a pull first, and that is because like he was messaging me before he started. He assumed that he was going to be cannon rushed. He's like, oh god, like I'm up against bees. Like I'm going to open up safe. Like I don't want to be done dirty like that,
This is what happens when Oreo practices against Startup.
Yeah.
It's actually going to be an Oracle coming out from Bistork, so this is we're going back in time about a year in the past, back when Oracles were being made in PvZ.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He didn't make the second Void Ray. He hasn't thrown down a second Stargate. Oh,
there's no second Void Ray. Oh no,
we spoke too soon.
Phoenix A or
May.
straight to carrier?
It's gotta be carriers. I mean, especially because he stopped production, right? Like if he wanted to make more Void Rays and Phoenixes, he would have started it. He wants to be so greedy, wait for the Fleet Beacon and go straight into carriers.
Yeah. Ooh, Oracle getting some damage down, but it's gonna get sniped. Quit. Look, was there an explosion on your end?
Yeah.
It did not explode. It poof disappeared with no effect. I was questioning whether it actually died. I was like, what? Did it get a recall?
Oh my god! What? Whoa!
Okay.
Oh my
I like
god!
it. This is something you don't see every day.
I can hear Yaku right now. He's actually on the subway, and for no reason, he just started screaming because he's upset that he's missing out right now. He's like, no! Oh god!
I think now he's being escorted off of the car, by police, by the security.
He's gonna be late.
Like,
he's gonna be.
Sir, you can't shout like this. This is Singapore. We don't allow this kind of stuff.
Oh my god!
It's worse than chewing gum, shouting on the on the subway. Actually, Oreo sees the Tempest here.
Yeah, and I'm a little bit concerned. So Oreo's going for a queen push, a queen road Ravager push, and he does run into the Void Ray. Void Ray almost goes down. There's not a lot to defend here for Bistork. He's got 2 Tempests in total. A couple more are coming out, but can he really hold?
They're not the best against Zerglings.
Yeah.
They're not the worst, but they're not exactly, fast shooting units.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, one queen does go down. Eventually, all these queens will fall. But as you said, what about the ground army? Like, potentially, they can deal a lot of damage.
Yeah. The Tempests are busy dealing with the queens, They're actually taking a lot of damage. And so far, no economical damage.
Yeah.
Oreo is not doing damage. If Oreo is not killing probes right now, a lot of them, this is going to be bad. This is not going to go well for the Zerg here.
Exactly, and so far the micro has been good enough. Like, one of the Tempests finally dies, but every single queen goes down. But that economic damage that you were talking about, finally the third base will fall.
Okay, there we go. That's what you like to see. Because a Protoss is going 2 Stargates, making Tempests. Yeah, you want a third base. You don't want to be without a third base.
Exactly.
How many Tempests died? 1. Only 1 was lost.
Yep.
That's pretty good for Bistork.
Yeah, the micro was pretty on point there for Bistork, keeping those Tempests alive. Obviously, we can see some of them are pretty low. So he's risking a lot by going across the map. But if there aren't enough queens, like, he could take a base, maybe even more than a base.
Oreo just denied the third once more. But got some worker kills there, I think.
I'm just worried that he can't stop the Tempest. Like, they have the bonus damage against buildings. They got the upgrade.
Yeah, let's see how fast they kill a hatchery.
Oh god.
1, 3 volleys, maybe 4 volleys. Okay, 4 volleys should do it.
Yeah.
This is the 4th. This is the 5th. Yeah.
Oh god, so the base will go down. The queen count is slowly getting higher. We have a couple of spores as well, so Oreo, he's getting ready to defend at his natural.
Tempests don't really care about spores. They can just shoot them from afar. They don't really care. And now they can just basically 2-shot queens with enough Tempests here. Oreo brought the Zerglings back. I think that was an all-army hotkey.
Yeah.
What a big mistake. They have nothing to contribute here.
And just like that, the queen count was reset. Now the main base is going to go down. Spire is on the way, but honestly, I think it was a little bit later. No, it's being focused down.
It's not on the way. GG's called. I can't believe that worked. I was about to exclaim that this is a really stupid strategy, but yeah,
Yeah, I think maybe if because again, Oreo's ground army was massive and he ended up focusing down the natural. Maybe there was an opportunity for him to instead focus on instead of focus on the natural instead of the third base, right? Because if he broke through the wall,
Yeah.
then maybe he could deal even more critical damage with his lings. Maybe.
But that's the thing. You would have had to break through the wall, and there were a bunch of adepts on the ground. And if you remember, it took a while before he could actually manage to get into the third, which didn't even have a wall.
Yeah.
So the natural would have been a lot harder to assault at the time. And also, I don't know that would have, done much difference. Because he would have been able to kill one base, but the Tempests were already out. The 4 or 5 Tempests, that was it. That's all Bistork needed.
Yeah. I mean, again, there was no real answer to the Tempests. I guess like where I was coming from was because there was a bunch of leftover army after the natural was killed, and it wasn't enough to get the sorry, I keep saying natural. After the third was killed, to then go after the natural on top of that. So maybe there would have been a way. It's unfortunate because
I thought that was what he was doing. I think he used an all-army hotkey because he brought back the Zerglings who were on the other side of the map. And they needed to be, like you said, in the natural, doing damage. Going for a base trade.
And
of some sorts.
And above all of this, Oreo didn't scout the fleet beacon. Right? He didn't know it was coming until he saw it with his own army, right? When the Tempests were already coming out, and by then he was already committed to the Queen push.
I guess he figured he was going up against Void Rays.
Yeah.
So he was going up against Air Toss anyway. So he was bringing the Queens in. So he was like, I'm good. Whatever happens. And once he saw the Tempest, he was like, okay, Tempest, Void Rays. What's the difference? I'm still going to fight with Queens. There's nothing else.
Yeah.
But once you lose the Queens, as a Zerg, that's where you're in trouble.
Yeah. As we saw, he was trying to muster up a defense at home, but
what can you do against that? Because it's too late to go Spire at that point when the Tempests are already coming. Don't have maybe Hydralisk then, and then spam a whole bunch of Hydralisks. Let them take your third base or fourth base. Did you have a fourth or a third that would die there? I think that was a third.
Yeah, it was a third.
And then in the meantime, just bang a whole bunch of Hydralisks and bait the Tempests into you. And then kill them, and then use the Zerglings on the other side of the map to finish the game. But I don't know if that could actually work.
Regardless, it was a very unique build, very unique to this player here. It's something that we don't see too often going into that incredibly fast Tempest play. In the top right, we have our Hong Kong Protoss. He is pink, representing himself, and already up 1-0 in this best of 3. It is Bistork.
And in the southwest corner of the map, all the way from the lands of Australia, currently at Brizcraft, our blue Zerg. When I say our, I mean our Cranky Ducklings. Our very own Oreo. Moving pool first again.
Ooh. Yeah, that he is again playing it safe here,
This time it's on Yaganatha. So I don't know if it's a big map. So rushing on it is kind of silly. But I'm guessing maybe he's expecting the cannon rush again.
Yeah. I think what's interesting is this little dance that we've just seen feels bad, man. Oreo was trying to juke the probe and get his natural, but Bistork was on top of all of it.
You're getting an unnatural natural. Unnatural base. For those who don't know, the unnatural base, it's not in the natural base position, but it is the second base, so it's the unnatural base. Get it? I'm just patting myself on the shoulder.
Oh god, this is true. We'll see if Oreo can get anything done here with these lings. Again, he didn't just get 4; he got all 6 of them. He should be able to force out a zealot. Surprisingly, Bistork, he's being a little bit greedy. He's waiting for the Cybercore to finish.
Yeah, because it's a long distance, map, long rush distance here. He's got time to block up the position.
Yeah. Oh, yep. That's a full wall off there. And the Lings, they show up. Ooh, they start chipping away at the gateway, but the Adept should be able to pop out. He has to be careful not to get the Adept surrounded, though.
Yeah. It's. I thought it was rallied into the base, but. It's like the ghost is trying to attack the Zerglings. It's like, you can't attack your ghost. You're not allowed. It's against the rules.
Oh, God. Yeah, that's weird. I guess you can I don't play Proto. I guess you can A move the shade and it stops if it gets in range of of a unit. Okay. Huh.
I think it's just follow. It put it on a follow, like walk or something.
Yeah. Aye.
I don't think I've ever shaded an Adept, so I have no idea how that actually works. I'll be perfectly honest with you.
No, I don't think I've shaded one either. I've never done it.
It's time to expand our horizons and go shade some Adepts. Do you do some Adept shading on the weekend?
Aye. I don't know. I don't think that's kosher. I don't know, man.
I tried to make it sound sexual, but it doesn't.
Oh my God.
It's like, hey, yo, Adept, you wanna shade somewhere with me?
Oh God, damn it!
It doesn't work. It just sounds stupid.
Aye. I thought you were gonna go for some I don't know. I didn't know that's where you were going with that, but okay.
Yeah, see, exactly. It worked so badly that it wasn't even recognized. I had to explain that that's what I was trying to do because it just didn't work.
Aye.
No, not everything that comes out of my mouth is a golden piece of comedy. You know?
We all know that. It's okay.
Me and you all know that already. I thought this was a big reveal. You were supposed to say, "Oh no, not at all."
We accept you for all your strengths and flaws. Steel, it's fine.
For all your flaws and weaknesses.
Yeah, there you go. Look, we have Yaku coming on cast. All right, what are you on about?
Look, I know. I'm just a warm-up comedian.
Oh God. Speaking of, oh my God, this Oracle dealing a surprising amount of damage. Oh my God, 4 kills?
Yeah, pretty nice. And comes out alive. There's a Voidra here as well. Adepts are shading across the map, so there might be some potential to do a lot of damage, A Voidra, an Oracle, and 2 Adepts. Something is going to get some damage.
There's a lot here for Oreo to try and defend with his queens, with whatever few links that he has available to him as the Void Ray comes in, and here comes everything else. And as all this is happening, it's not the same as last time, but we do see that Bistork is once again going into Sky Toss.
Yeah, and this time it's going to be mass Void Rays. We get the +1 coming. Second target is on the way. Adepts are shading into the 3rd base. The Oracle was in the natural. The Void Ray got into the main. All in all, actually, this is doing surprisingly little damage. When getting 4 drones, when you have like this triple prong attack, this trident of Protoss units. Where's the Void Ray? It's just chilling.
It's just chilling outside the base. I mean, the queens were here.
Yeah, it went to watch the lily pads.
I don't blame him. But as you were saying, Oreo so far with a good defense, he did end up losing a couple of drones, but it could have been a lot worse. I am a little bit concerned though, because that Void Ray count is getting higher, and Bistork wants to get a snipe on something, whether it's a base or even the queens.
I've destroyed Yaku. He has no chance with women now.
Oh God.
Wait, hey girl, want to shade with me somewhere?
You didn't have a chance before.
Don't just hit Yaku. You had 0 chance before you.
Oh God. Meanwhile, the first queen does go down, and now the Void Rays, they just right click, activate their beams, and the 4th base, it's not a 4th anymore. Oh my God.
Oh, it's a kill, no cancel. Hashtag no cancel.
I think everything's just falling apart here because now the Void Rays are going to the main base. We do have a clutch transfuse, but another queen will go down. This is starting to get out of control.
Are coming. 11 Azurisks are being made. This is the trap I was talking about. Bistork doesn't want to overextend here. Did he see the hold on.
He did. He did see
them.
God
damn it. Hold on. I changed my hotkeys for that Kerrigan game that we did, and now we need to change them back.
Hashtag blame StarDuck.
I can't. Hashtag blame StarDuck. It's always StarDuck.
Shaking my head.
What was it? I was trying to see whether Bistork saw. Yeah, I saw the Hydralisk then and realized, oh, I can't stay here with this Void Rays.
Yeah, exactly. But you know what? The queens come in and they're able to snipe one of the Void Rays. They're looking to snipe another, and they will. So decent trades here. But oh god, there's still a lot of Void Rays there.
All right, the Hydralisks are coming in though. Oh, the Void Rays are using the speedy zones to get away. The Ducklings are trying to help, but they're not very useful here.
Yeah. I mean, we see now Oreo is kind of essentially all in. Like, he lost his 4th base, now he's stuck on 3 bases. He's not expanding anymore, he's not droning up, he's making nothing but army. And he's gonna try and kill his opponent before Storm finishes.
Yeah, and I like the Banelings here. Rolling in, I'm guessing he's gonna try and bust into the natural. Get through the wall. The Hydralisks will deal with the Void Rays. Banelings will deal with the charge lots on the wall.
We'll see
he's guaranteed to do some damage.
Yeah, we'll see if he's gonna
be enough. Not in fact a wall.
It's not a wall. The charge lots are coming in. The Banelings want to get their connections. Oh my god, they take out the shield batteries.
Yeah, Hydralisks are doing a good job zoning out the Void Rays. The Banelings are running out though. Yeah, they're done. No Banelings then anymore, and the Archons on the ground are taking a lot of damage. The Void Rays are killing all of the Hydralisks. Queens are left at the back, but they have barely any energy for transfuses, and this is looking like another Bistork win here.
Yeah, there just barely wasn't enough anti-air. Like, Oreo, he was able to deal with all the Zealots, but not all the Void Rays.
Yeah. Damn Void Rays. Just don't die.
They really don't.
Why can I say this? The Hydralisks are all there. The Queen. This is like a mostly anti-air army, and the air units survived.
What's sad about that as well is that was also Void Rays without shield batteries, because all the shield batteries died like before that final battle happened.
When you have Archons under you, you don't need shield batteries.
It's very true. It's very true.
It's also the matter of the Banes. You know, once the Banelings are exploded, they're done. They're not here anymore. They've been used.
Yeah, that was the hard thing about that final part of that engagement, is that he didn't have anything left to buffer for those Archons. The Archons just went to town on the Hydras, they did their job, and now Oreo, he's forced to expand. This 4th base, it's so late, it's like 3 minutes late. We saw he was trying to get it so much earlier, and now he's forced to expand. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to double expand from here. Like, he's in a rough place.
Bistork is about to start getting a 5th by now.
Yeah.
And now these charge lot run-bys are going to be super annoying and difficult to deal with. They're going to keep Oreo on this side of the map, and Bistork is just going to be free to get a fleet beacon and just get super Void Rays, fast speedy Void Rays.
He's got everything he needs, right, to survive, to get to the carriers. He's got Void Rays, he has Storms for splash damage, and now the fleet beacon is on the way. The 3rd Stargate is on the way as well. I don't think there's a way for Oreo to stop the carriers, and he's going to be forced to go into the late game.
Yeah. And getting into the late game when you were behind the entire game. That's the situation here. But Bistork will take his time, you know, as Portos usually do. So Oreo does have the opportunity to set something up.
Yeah, and he's going for a very interesting approach. He got the Infestation Pit, and he's not going up to Hive. Okay, there we go. Hive is finally on the way, but he's prioritizing his Infestors.
Yeah, which is pretty good, you know. Fungals are pretty awesome against air units that clump up like that. You know, one fungal on this army is going to do a lot of damage.
It really will. Pathogen Glands is on the way. The Void Rays are still slow. Flux Veins only just now started. So there's a good opportunity here for Oreo. He's even getting ready for quite a big baneling run by. Unfortunately, there's a bunch of walls here.
Yeah, Bistork is very well fortified.
Yeah.
Question. If you Neural Parasite High Templar
Yes.
and you use Storm on your Protoss army,
Yes.
does it actually do damage to them?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Like useful damage, not like oh, it takes like two shield points.
That's
They don't
different.
feel it.
Yeah, that's a different question. Useful damage, it's not that useful. But what's useful about it is, you know, expending those storms, right? Like wasting them so they can't be used against you.
Yeah.
Right? That's more of the use, I guess.
Oh, this is run by.
No.
On the other side of the map, Oreo is about to get surrounded here.
Yeah, pretty big lane run by, gets pushed away. He does get a good eye on the army, I guess, and he's keeping him busy. And Neural Parasite is on the way, so we could see those Neurals come in. But at the same time, like, you know, here come the carriers.
Well, also a question about Neural Parasite. When you Neural a carrier, and it already sent out the interceptors, do the interceptors immediately change allegiance?
Oh yeah, they're yours now.
Yeah, but is it immediate?
I'm pretty sure, yeah, it doesn't require them to, like, oh, that's a good question. Like, do they have to, like, resend them out?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's an important one.
It is. I mean,
because if it's immediate, that's a lot of DPS that goes out of the attack for the Protoss. Even if you don't use it against the Protoss, it defends your army.
Yeah. This is where the delicate dance is going to take place, where he has to, like, again, the spell casters are so important, and if Oreo doesn't babysit his infestors, then the High Templar are just going to feedback them. Like, they're just going to come in and feedback, and it's like,
Also, there's Microbial Shroud. This upgrade that we keep forgetting about because no one ever uses it. But this is like it was made exactly for this matchup, for exactly this situation.
Yeah.
For anti-air defense. For the Zerg. It's so rarely actually being used.
It's there's a time and place for it. And that it's always if there are no High Templar, right? If there are no High Templar, man, go for it, right? Because you don't have to worry about the storms. The storms change everything. Speaking of storms, Bistork, he's moving out. He's pushing deep into creep. I think he wants to fight. He's maxed out.
Yeah. All right. Here come the Vipers.
Oh.
Oh, the Mama ship got in the last second there.
Mothership comes in. In comes the feedbacks.
Feedbacks. More feedbacks. Oh. All the Vipers are feedback.
Oh, let's see it.
Microbial Shroud goes on the Zerg army here.
Yeah.
Is it going to be enough? I don't think it's going to be enough. There's still a lot of Protoss left.
There is. What I will say is that all the links killed all the High Templar. That was pretty clutch, so there are no more storms. But as you said, there's just not enough anti-air.
Yeah. It's just the size of the Protoss army, the better upgrades on the Protoss army. There's no range upgrade for Oreo for the anti-air, so you know. Bistork is on +3 air weapons. It's kind of a game changer. And there you have it. Bistork takes the series. GG!
GG!
I forgot it was Yaku for a second.
It's all good. But yeah, congratulations to Bistork. I mean, Oreo, he did what he could given the situation, right? He went for an all-in. He was forced to try and expand and take up. And I don't think it was the worst fight he could have taken. It is just a shame that I don't think his Vipers did anything, right? Because of the feedbacks. Like, they couldn't get a single spell off. Like, ugh.
Yeah, no, they got immediately feedback.
Yeah.
It's just like, really good micro by Bistork there. Just targeting them all immediately is as well executed as you can, I think. And also, he feedbacked most of the infestors.
Oh yeah,
it's about to come up on the stream. So We can have an instant. I have an instant replay here. So.